Here, the lifestyle salon coach, and it is first day for me. I felt the cold here in Australia, so it's getting a little bit chilly. We know winter's here. There's always a mark for me around Easter, and this is it now. This is Easter, and for us, what we tend to think about as a salon owner for Easter, it's the first milestone of it's a week where we'll be busy working, but we won't make much money because you have to close for so many days over Easter, and it'll hurt, and it's pain, and I get that. And it's the first time that we actually wake up and go, you know, things aren't going as I planned and wanted them to go to. So what do we do about it, guys? Well, I'm going to hopefully take you through a journey today of what really needs to get done and what you should be concentrating on, and hopefully give you a kick up the bum to say, okay, Rich, what do we do next? So let's dive in and do that. First of all, we know that trying to run a salon and growing your salon is all about you and your passion. If you're anything like me, it's all about how do I get my team to believe in my story. The hard thing is that's really hard to do today because, like I said to you before, and I'll say it again, your staff need that Kim Kardashian moment. And if you can't give them that, they're going to find it elsewhere, which means every time you try and employ somebody, you build them up, you spend that time advertising, they leave you. You've got to stop that rot and stop it today. You've got to figure out what that Kim Kardashian moment is for your staff, and let's work out that. First of all, there's so much to do. Like, think about it, how many KPIs you got to do. You got to pay the wages, you got to sort the books out, you got to do your clients, you got to talk after the team, you got to do team meetings. It goes on and on and on. The thing is, guys, is that for every minute you're working on today's problems is every minute you're not working on your salon future. And that's what you've got to do. You've got to realise that I've got to get there and get over to that salon future as best I possibly can. And that is really difficult to do. We know that you working on today's problems is now a negative thing. So you've got to do it. I'm not saying not do it. I spoke to a salon owner yesterday who was thinking about joining us, that she wants to, make this move to a higher salon, but you can only do that when you have the foundations done. So start them foundations today. Don't waste time. You have the same time as me as a salon owner, the same time as everyone else who's doing really quite good. You've got to plan your time out better. Stop working solely on yourself. If you think you've got to do all the work to make money, you're wrong. You're really wrong in this game. That's why a lot of people stay in the war zone way too long, because they figure out if they work harder, they'll pay the bills and they'll get ahead. You'll never will. You've got to get some foundation and direct your time into a nice planned fashion. It's as simple as that. Excuse me. Let's figure out what we have to do to get your salon to that level. What steps do we have to make? Let me tell you about it. I've just come back from holiday for a few days. I went to a coffee shop down at Gerringong, which is a very small place. Really a weird situation, but I'll tell you what it's like. So it's a very, very, very small place, and it really is quite small if you look at it on the map, and it has about 15 coffee shops. So there's me. I'm on there doing, let's check out which coffee shop I want to go to. I'm a bit of a coffee snob, and I like my milk. And anyway, found this great course story. You would have seen it. I've shared it in my group. If not, pop into the Lifestyle Salon owner, and you'll see it in there. It's about this guy's story. I fell in love with his story. So off I go into the coffee shop thinking, oh, this is going to be awesome. I loved his story. I want to be part of his journey. By the way, if you haven't got a core story for your salon, you need one. A core story is telling people why you open your salon, who you're there to serve, and what salon culture is going to happen when they walk through the door. So I walked through this coffee shop. It was flat. It was flat as a pancake. It was awful. So I didn't go back. His core story dragged me in, so he got that really down well, but I didn't stay. So really, I'm a first-time client, and I'm never going to come back because I didn't believe him. He wrote the story, which was beautiful, but he didn't live the dream. I walked in there, and it was wrong. Now, the next day, I went to another coffee shop, and I didn't like the colour. It's blue. I don't ask me why. I just didn't like the colour blue. So I've never been in there, and I've been to Gerringong 3 times now. So I went in, and this lady was so nice. She shook my hand, introduced me, asked me what I'm doing, where I'm from, and I'm just going, wow, it's like a friend. Your Facebook page, because I went nosy, your website doesn't have this on there. You're missing out on so much. So we have one particular coffee shop that has a great drag them in, a great attract system, but can't keep the clients to walk through the door. Another one has a rubbish attract system, but absolutely can connect me because I spent every single penny that I had in that coffee shop. You see, what are you like? Are you the best hair salon or hair beauty salon out there, but you're the best kept secret in town? They're just not coming in, but when they come in, your attention's good? Or can you attract them really well, but your attention's poor? There's certain things that need to be in place. You've got to put that in there. You've got to take these steps every single day. Now, to grow your business, gets to the point, Richard. To grow your business, you need 3 simple steps. Any business, if you've got a car yard, or if you've got a banana boat, or if you've got a florist, or you think of any business, there's only 3 ways to grow it. Your salon is no different. We specialise in all 3. One, you've got to be able to attract them clients to your salon. There's no point being the best kept secret in town. Two, you've got to convert your clients to be raving fans so they can fill your quiet days, you can fill your staff, so you actually end up with cream at the end of the week. And three, you've got to be able to deliver a remarkable service, because that's what people want. They're going to leave you and they want to pay you more money, and you've got to do that. So these are the three wins that are going to get you to your dream. You've got to do that. And somewhere along the line, every week, you're going to have to chip away and work at these. And if you don't know how to do that, it's time you learn. When you became a salon owner, your job is to know these three things and work on them to get your salon successful. I want to dive in a bit more pain for you guys, because like I said today, I want to make sure that today you know what it is. This is costing you money. Let's just say, for example, you don't want to do it. Hey, Richard, I don't want to do it. I don't want to learn it. I just want to go and cut hair. You know what? You're in the wrong job. Let's get some serious here. This is costing you, by you doing nothing, this is what it's costing you. Let me dive into a few facts and figures that I've got wrote up here. One, lost clients. The average salon loses about 26 to 27% of its clients every year. Your clients go, and they go with indifference. They don't leave because it's too expensive. They don't leave. The biggest majority leave because of an indifference to you. Your systems are not good enough for them. That costs the average salon $80,000 a year. If you do not plug that hole, I'm telling you now, it's costing you about $80,000. These figures are based on about salon doing $400,000, right? So if you are not working on your client journey, how to capture these people and give them the love for the time, the journey they're with you, it's costing you $80,000 a year. 80 grand a year is your profit. These are not new clients. This is your money off the bottom line here, because you can't fill that hole. That's a fact, guys. Most people can't get their staff to 3 times their wage. I mean, that was the minimum. 3.5, 4. 2 is the average now. You know that? 2. That's costing you $40,000 a year. 40,000. I mean, that's 120,000 without doing anything. Like, it's just being a boss, directing this stuff. New clients. The new client that walks through your door, a good salon will keep 25%. 25 out of 100. You're losing 75% of new clients. You've got to close that door. You've got to dive in and close that door, guys. You've got to learn. What steps do I need to put in place, Richard, so when they come in, I wow them? Don't be like I was with that coffee shop. You've got me in there and I didn't feel the love. I never went back. I never went back. You know, it might have had an off day. It doesn't matter to me. I'm not coming back. New clients costing you $40,000 a year. Think about that, guys. That's what you're losing by not getting that new client back in the door. We try and work at Lifestyle Foundation and Lifestyle Salon Systems. We try and work our best. That's my job, is to get you a 30% increase in a year. 10% on the average bill, 10% on new clients, and 10% on them coming back more often. That's a 30% increase. So think about that. Wherever your journey is at the moment, we try and give you a 30% increase in 12 months. Now, that is massive money. Like, it really is. I really believe that you at the moment, if you've got an average salon, you're losing anywhere between about $2,500 to $3,500 a week by you not doing this. Now, that hopefully is a big eye-opener to you guys. The stuff that you don't know is costing you huge. It's not about, can I afford to do this? Is it about, I can't afford to advertise? It's not about, I can't afford to pay my staff more. You are at the moment losing money. You just don't know it. You just think you're sort of plodding along and you're working hard, but you can't grow. Your passion's coming a bit down. You just can't get past that zone to get out of the war zone and get in the lifestyle and breathe. Because most people are losing, like I say, around $3 grand a week. That's huge money. That's your money. You know, by doing nothing, you're losing money. It's simple as that. So I don't want you to do me a thing today. Let's just do this. Like, I want you to look at your salon. Crunch some numbers. Spend 10 minutes of your day crunching some numbers and saying, this is what I do. If I can get a 10% increase in new clients that come through the door, this is how much money extra I could make. If I can get my clients to visit me 10% sooner, which is a really small amount, it's like from 7 weeks to 6.5, this is how much money I will make. And if I can get my average bill by 10%, which is so doable, this is how much money I will make. Add them 3 together, and that is the figure that this is costing you by not working at that. This is big stuff. I see salons all day long where their wage bill's out of whack and their stock is out of whack, and we can dive into KPIs and we can talk about them till the cows come home. But let's just strip it all bare here and now today. Because this coffee shop really got me going, by the way. How you get people in but if you don't live it. These things are so important to your business. It's basic stuff. 3 simple ways to grow your business. Learn how to attract, learn how to convert, and learn how to deliver will give you a simple 10% on each across the board. That's a 30% increase in 12 months. Now, I want you to find out, what do you need to do next? What do you need to learn? What books do you need to go and buy? What courses do you need to go and do? This is your journey that you're on, not mine. I've done my journey. You know, I've learned this over the years. I've implemented it in my businesses and made me the money. That's why I live next to the beach. This is about your journey and you. So all I'm asking today, you spend 5 or 10 minutes of your time and work this out and work out what it's costing you and decide, what am I going to do to do this? If you need help, you know you can come to me. That's what I do. I can help you. I can help you and figure it out. But you know, you might need a call or a little chat on Messenger to find out if we're a good fit. But if not, go and buy some books, Google something, go to another coach, do whatever you need to do. But this is costing you huge. I see way too many salon owners at the moment that just are plodding along and not growing. And the only thing that got you there is your passion. And I promise you this, if you do nothing, your passion will fade and your business will decline. I've been there myself in the first 5 years of my business. You've got to turn this around. And the only person who can do this is you. I can't do it for you. No other coach can do it for you. Only you can do it. You've got to draw that line and go, it's time. You've got to draw that line and go, I want that 30% that I'm losing. I don't want to lose 3,000 a week. I mean, what does 3,000 a week mean to you in your world? To me, it's massive. It took me from 7 to 10, from 10 to 13. It's a huge amount. It makes a massive difference. All right, guys, that is my cue. I've got the 7 o'clock chat booked in now. I'm going to get out of here. So just thought I'd send that message for you and let you know, like, you know who I am. You know what we do. Hopefully by now you've seen some of my stuff. But you know what? You don't have to come and get my help. Do it yourself, but please do something. Have an absolute cracking day. Hopefully it warms up though, hey? Catch you later.